Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I thought I would do a variegated outdoor plant. I am going to be doing a Flamingo Dappled Willow. It is a shrub. I will link more things about it, and if you want to own one, it does kind of bloom. I'll throw up a photo of what the blooms look like. Ours is not blooming. Ours is currently being swallowed by the forest, so our yard is kind of strange. I don't know what to say. I think at one point somebody had landscaped areas of it and we just kind of let the forest be, and now it's swallowing up the landscaping. We need to do things. I'm just over here drawing, so I will get to the gardening later. November maybe, in the rain. I can't do it while I'm doing a video every day. It's too much. Okay, let's talk variegation. So there's different types, in case, you know, that's something you're interested in. The short answer is variegation is a plant mutation. The long answer is there's more than one type of mutation. So let me draw some thumbnails while we talk about some of those. And yeah, because there's variegated indoor plants, there's variegated outdoor plants, and they're very eye-catching, and people love to purchase them and own them and have them. So let's do that. There's pattern gene variegation. I'm trying to figure out, like, if I want it, how much of this I want to include. And those are plants with the kind of variegation that have patterns built in to their DNA. And those can pass the trait on to growers and harness it and produce pattern plants reliably. So those are ones that keep on keeping on. So we can have one that's diagonal. We can have it sort of top down. I apologize if you hear my neighbor's dog barking. I cannot control all the things, all the elements of the outdoor world. There's chimeral variegation. And this is a variegation style that's most commonly caused by a genetic mutation that creates two or more distinct genetic makeups of the same plant. And one of these can be coded to produce chlorophyll, which is like all green, and then the other one, you know, would not be. So, and it gets splotches and things that people love to look at. So this would be the vertical. The other variegation, oh, I could do a horizontal one. Oh, and it lost a leaf. That is really pretty though. It just looks like spotty cow stripes. Reflective variegation. So sometimes this one's also called blister variegation. And this is where plants with the kind of variegation actually have small air pockets within the leaves that appear to reflect light. And there's very specific examples of this type of variegation. One of those would be satin pothos. I'll throw up a picture. So, variegation plant mutation. That's where we're at for the day. I'm going to zoom in. I want you to see this one a little closer. Okay, so some of these leaves look, I mean, some of them are the wrong side, like this one. Look how much white it has. And I'm going to do a very light cream and maybe mix it with a light gray. This is a very dry plant. Its leaves are very dry. I've had it sitting in water. I cut it last night. But every leaf is completely, wholly unique and very different. It's just very cool looking. It's a very cool looking plant, even though it's currently being swallowed by our forest. Excuse me, I am losing my voice a little bit. And this one can be two. This would be two plants. And this one would be horizontal. What did I do yesterday? Okay, so this one's going to be all colored pencil. And I need things, so I have my greens, my grays, my creams, but I need something for that stem. That stem is really cool. Let me get some stuff. Okay, the stem is looking very burnt ochre to me, but I'm going to have a little bit of this middle cadmium red. Because there's some bits that look a little reddish to me as well. And then I have my Van Dyke brown if I need a little darker brown. So let's do the digital microscope and look at this guy super, super up close. Right, wasn't that fascinating? It looks so cool up close. I can't. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw, I think, top down? Do I wanna do top down? I haven't done much top down. That wouldn't make sense. Yeah, I have to dig this one out, and I'm not sure if I'm going to prune back our blackberries. I mean, I really have to, I'm gonna have to work to find this this plant and rescue him. I'm not sure. I may get rid of them altogether, which I know. You're like, why? Like, well, it's not native. We didn't plant it. It's kind of a interesting sun area. We don't have a lot of areas in our yard that are sun areas. Ooh, I like this leaf that's torn. That's nice. So it would be good real estate for something that's like could feed, like an apple tree, or I think we're going to do blueberries in a different area. This is going to be lots and lots of individual leaves, lots of things in wholly unique shapes that are just battered. This is a battered curled plant. I'm kind of here for it because it looks interesting this way. All right. And I have to work on the variegation for every leaf, which is going to be fun because spots and listening to an audiobook, like all that's going to be super enjoyable. And my neighbor's dog just isn't happy today. Oh, puppy. It happens. I think they're college students. I don't know. They've been seeing me. It's kind of funny. They've been seeing me out and about in my yard doing weird things with my camera. So, you know, drawing challenge. And they just kind of smile and nod. So, all right, so I'm calling that my plant. That's the shape. It's going to go all the way down. Now I'm going to erase that so it's not quite so dark. I don't want it peeking through. This is a really, really light yellow. And the pencil will peek through. So let's go back and erase. And I will link these products in the description box if you're interested in pencil cap erasers or these polychromos. I think at some point I'm gonna have to order next summer. I'm gonna have to make a list of my colored pencils that are like less than 3 inches tall. And I think I have extras of this one. But the shorter ones that I don't have extras, I'm gonna have to order in the summer. And start a shopping list and purchase accordingly. I don't, unless I'm working larger, like A4, I don't typically go through an entire colored pencil that quickly. If I'm doing A4 for a 1-month challenge where it's 100% colored pencil, I could absolutely use up one colored pencil. If I'm doing A6 size and it's monochromatic and I do that in 30 days, I could use up almost an entire colored pencil. So just sort of think and plan accordingly with drawing challenges, with purchasing, with some of the stuff you're working on. And then I have colors that I've never used up. I have the original, some of the originals, and those are a lot of yellows and oranges just because I don't do enough with those. That just means I need to draw more flowers. I think that's what that means. I think that's what the universe is trying to tell me. You need to draw more flowers. See how faint that is? Okay. That should work. Okay, I'm going to do one leaf on camera because it's not going to be like super fast going. But it will be nice and meditative. So maybe I'll do this one right here. So let's figure out some of the green bits. It is so spotty. It's a spotty leaf. And the tip's kind of folded over a little bit. So I want to capture that naturally. I like that this is all wonky shaped. The green I'm using is just a little bit too yellow, so I'll have to layer it with the pine that's a little bit too dark and too blue. I know. And this is where if you were getting into botanicals and that was something you wanted to do a lot of, you would purchase some convenience colors to save yourself time. Because again, this would be something that you do a lot of. So, things to think about. I don't do a lot of botanicals, so I don't need a wider range of greens. I have enough that I can get by just layering and living my life. But think about the subject matter that you like to create with and purchase accordingly. And then in doing so, you will have made it easier on yourself. Okay, there's a leaf. Here's the connector piece and part of the stem. Okay, so it's just going to be a lot of that over and over and over and over and over. Pretty much, that's where we're at. And then how many layers depends on how dark. This is a darker variegation. Yep, you can see what I'm doing. Okay, that's good. That's good, that helps. And then polka dots, a little stippling, just a little making shapes. Variegation's fun. So, this plant is a unique one. Maybe I'll see if one of my neighbors wants it for a hedge or something. We'll pull it out and give it to a neighbor. We've done that with other plants that we don't want. We kind of want everything in our yard to either be native, so lots of ferns, which we don't have to plant those, they just pop up. Or things we can munch on and eat, with a section that's like annuals for the kids to play with. Like the kids like to grow their own annuals and have some fun stuff. So yeah, we need to get some apple trees in. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. If you see some variegated leaves on a walk, pick one up. Consider, you know, either pressing it and sort of taping it into a sketchbook, or drawing one in a sketchbook, or taking a photo of one and sticking it in a sketchbook. They're a lot of fun. A lot of fun. They're very beautiful. They're wholly unique. I hope your day is wonderful, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.